Hi everyone, it's Lindy. Welcome back to another installment of Hustling Up Dinner. Today we're doing something a little bit differently. We're shifting gears and we're doing a little bit of meal prep. So there are a few days during the week where we're either really pressed for time over lunch or we're really pressed for time at dinner. So what I like to do is take one day out of the week and I will do my best to make something ahead, whether it is some sort of a meal like the taco meat that I showed you guys before, or an entire meal that's simply cooked ahead of time and put into small individual compartments so that we can just grab them from the fridge, stick them in the microwave, and eat really super fast. So today I'm going to show you chicken with rice and vegetables. It's really super simple. It takes under an hour to completely cook everything and prep everything out into individual meal containers. So it's really super fast to do on a busy weekend day. And I only spent $10, which is pretty darn good for a week's worth of lunches or dinners, whichever meal you're needing to use this for. So let's go ahead and get started. We need to get started and get the chicken cooked. There is my total. My subtotal was $10.25, $11.25 with sales tax. Unfortunately, I have to pay sales tax, but this is what we are using. I just picked up some thin sliced boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Those were $7.11. Then I picked up 2 bags of frozen vegetables. I just got some plain sweet peas and some mixed vegetables. I prefer the mixed, and everybody else just likes peas, so I figured we would do a mix so they weren't all the exact same. And then the last thing that I purchased was just a 2-pound bag of rice. Now, we're not going to use all of this rice, so that alone makes it less than $10 for this entire setup. But we are going to use 3 cups of rice, so however much that leaves us with. But that's all we're using. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is get the chicken put in the oven. You could use the Instant Pot for the chicken, but I'm going to be using the Instant Pot for the rice. So the chicken is gonna go in the oven. So since it's gonna take the longest, we need to go ahead and get it started. So I'm just going to haphazardly throw these in a pan. The reason why I went ahead and picked the thin slices of breast is because they're gonna cook a lot faster. They're gonna cook for right around, I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes at 350 degrees. If they were thicker, they would have to cook for like an hour. So when it comes to seasoning, I'm going to be really super simple. I'm just gonna use this Lipton Recipe Secrets, the savory herb with garlic mix. You might remember this from when I did the no peak chicken recipe. We really did like it. So I'm going to use this to season the chicken. You could use pretty much any kind of blend or seasonings that you would want to do, but we really did like the way this tastes, and it's easy. So this is what we're gonna use. However, we are not going to use a full packet. There is so much seasoning in here. We are just going to use enough just to kind of dust over the chicken. We're not using the whole pack, just enough to get the flavor. We're just gonna stick this in the oven at 350 degrees until the juices run clear. Give or take 30 or 40 minutes. So here we're doing 3 cups of the rice. We still have a pretty good amount left in the bag, probably another cup or so. We are not going to be using all of this cooked rice. We are gonna have some left over. I would just prefer to go ahead and make 3 cups so that I know I have more than enough, and then I'll have some left over for dinner tonight too. So we're just going to stick this rice right there in the Instant Pot. Then the ratio that we're using is 1 cup rice to 1.5 cups water. So for 3 cups of rice, we are doing 4.5 cups of water. Okay, so now we have all the water in there, and now we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of butter. It's 1 tablespoon of butter for every cup of rice. And then you could just choose to add salt to season it with, but I am going to be using chicken bouillon powder. just to give it some extra flavor. This is the favorite one I like to use. It's in the, I guess, ethnic aisle at Walmart. And I basically use 1 teaspoon for every cup of rice. Okay, and then we are just going to do manual, and this is only gonna cook in the Instant Pot for 3 minutes. That is it. 3 minutes. Make sure the valve is closed, and it's going to start on its own right now. Okay, so the 3 minutes is over, so now we're gonna do a 10-minute natural release, and then we'll pull the valve. So once this reads 1-0 for 10 minutes, then we're going to release the valve. Oops, I'm a minute late, go figure. All right, we're just gonna open that, let the steam out. Okay, now that that valve is down, we can go ahead and open. Oh, steamy. Oh, it's so steamy. Okay, then we're just gonna fluff it up with a fork. That's all we're gonna do. Fluff away. It's hot. Okay, we've got our chicken cooked. We're just gonna dice it up. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, so for storing these, I'm just gonna use these individual containers. They don't have any partitions in them, basically because whenever we eat this, we usually just mix it all up anyway. So I am basically just gonna start scooping and putting in. I'm gonna put just a scoop of rice right here in the middle. We're gonna put some chicken next to it, and then we're gonna do some veggies. All right, you guys, here's the finished product. I basically just equally divided the rice, the chicken, and the vegetables across a full week's worth of either lunches or dinners, whenever you're wanting to just be able to eat one of these, grab and go kind of situation. Make sure to keep the vegetables frozen. You don't want to cook the vegetables first and then put it in there, because by the time you go to heat it up from the fridge, the vegetables are going to be mush. So definitely put them in there frozen. And there we go. There you have it. We're just going to wait on these to finish cooling off. We'll stick lids on them and put them right into the refrigerator. All right, you guys, that's all there is to it. 7 of these is all prepped, ready to go into the refrigerator to grab for a really quick meal whenever we need it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and videos like it, give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to check the video description for useful links, and also the exact recipes that I did in this video are going to be down there as well. If you have any questions or comments, stick them down in the comments, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you with my next video. Bye.